Hey everyone, Ryan Tate here, coming live from Las Vegas, Nevada. And yeah, some interesting stuff happened today. In just a moment, we're going to get started with this live stream. Gonna make this probably super quick, quick as possible. I'm sure if you guys are coming in right now, you heard the news about Tanner J. Fox. Um, Essentially, Tanner J. Fox lost over $200,000 in Bitconnect and Bitcoin altogether. So again, obviously it's very unfortunate. So we're going to talk about that. And then we're also going to go ahead and talk about my thoughts on Bitconnect. Just to give you guys a little bit of background, in just a moment, yeah, we're going to get started. And I'm going to share my theories with you guys. I'm sure that this video is going to get some hate. I made sure I didn't include any like monetized links here in the description, so you guys know I'm not recording this video for profit. I'm not, trying to sell a course, or I'm not trying to influence you guys to buy anything or anything like that. What I just want to do is just share some of my thoughts with you guys. So in just a moment, we're gonna get started. No, Alex C is asking some questions here. Some other people are asking some questions. Yeah, in just a moment, we're going to get started. So thank you guys for everybody coming on this live little hangout. Just a moment, we're going to get started. And obviously, guys, at any time, again, the chat should be open. So again, if you guys have a question or you have a comment, I'm sure some of you people are, hopping on like live right now. If you're disagreeing with anything I say, obviously, go ahead and leave a thoughtful comment. Just don't. Some people are just gonna hate just because they care about Tanner Fox so much. And again, I would never, wish bad upon any person. So again, I want to start off by saying it's absolutely unfortunate that Tanner J. Fox lost $200,000 in Bitconnect. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So first, I want to give you guys a little bit of background on who I am, what my experience is, and just so you guys know where I'm coming from and why I'm making this video. All right, so my name is Ryan. I live here in Las Vegas. I'm a digital marketing entrepreneur. I've been doing digital marketing, online marketing for 10 years. And I actually got started, before I started doing digital marketing, online marketing, I actually was involved in a network marketing program. So I got started in network marketing in 2006 with a company called Legal Shield. At the time it was called Prepaid Legal Services. So at the time, it's a service-based business that basically like legal insurance. So again, you prepaid for legal protection, and again, if you needed to use it, you got a attorney on retainer. Now, in my experience, I've done a lot of different business opportunities in the last 10 years. Again, because that's how I started. I started as a network marketer, and so like over the last 10 years in the network marketing industry, I've seen maybe 10 or so pyramid schemes, and that got gotten shut down by federal regulators. And a lot of them, or all of them, all have the same telltale signs. And there are a couple patterns that I've seen. Some of them have more than others. And then I'll talk about that, and I'll give you guys a couple specific examples so you guys can compare. There's two or three that have a lot of similarities to the whole Bitconnect thing. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it right now. So again, like I said, my name is Ryan. I'm here in Las Vegas. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's super unfortunate that Tanner, lost $200,000. But here are my thoughts here on Bitconnect. So first things first. Again, I did create some notes here that I wanted to talk about, and then I'll get right into it. Now, a couple years ago, or actually it was almost 10 years ago, basically 10 years ago, in 2007, was the first time I was really introduced to like the whole, like witnessing with my own eyes what an actual pyramid scheme is. There was a program that came out. It was called Ad Surf Daily, and again, it had a lot of the same comparisons and components that Bitconnect had, in a sense, where again it promised that you would get 1% compounded daily return. Basically, the Ad Surf Daily program allowed members to purchase a stake in an ad buy. So like this company would go out and purchase advertising in like in-flight magazines and different banner ads across the internet. And basically, again, their ad trading system where they would, purchase ads was so profitable, supposedly, that again, you would essentially purchase a set of ad blocks that you would participate in by purchasing certain ad blocks. Basically, the company knew how much they were going to profit per ad block that you purchased, and essentially they would share in the profits with you because again they had a system for doing this, right? So the problem with Ad Surf Daily, again, this was created by somebody named Andy Bowden. And again, right now, Andy Bowden is in federal prison right now. And the biggest, glaring similarities that the program had is with Bitconnect is, number one, that it promises the 1% return daily, the compounding interest daily. Whereas, again, 1% compounding daily, that's 365% return on investment in a year. Where again, most legal based investments, you will see that, typically they don't promise that big of a return. Again, also with, let me just start by reading what Ponzi scheme is. So the definition of Ponzi scheme is a fraudulent investment operation where the operator generates returns for older investors through revenue paid by new investors rather than from legitimate business activities or profit of financial trading. Operators of Ponzi schemes can be either individuals, corporations, and typically they grab the attention of new investors by offering short-term returns at abnormally high or usually inconsistent, rate of returns. So these big, compounding, your money's going to compound 1% every single day. Again, if there were legitimate vehicles to invest your money in where you can get a 365% return, I mean, don't you think people like, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, some of these, big name investors would already have access to these investment opportunities? That's one thing that you have to think about. Now, another typical sign when you have a Ponzi scheme is typically that there's no real actual product, or that the product, if there is a product, it's only being consumed, by the members because there's a financial incentive for them to be a part of it. So like with Bitconnect, again, most people who you see on YouTube who are promoting Bitconnect, the only reason why they're promoting Bitconnect, or the only reason why they've invested in Bitconnect, is because there's a great opportunity for them to get referral commissions from people who are under them in their, like, so to speak, downline. So you see, again, like a lot of the big YouTubers are promoting Bitconnect. And typically the only reason why they're promoting Bitconnect is, number one, is that they're going to get a large referral fee from promoting it. Another, you know, glaring hole or thing that really stands out to me in the whole Bitconnect situation is the fact that, again, you know, when you're purchasing or putting your money into Bitconnect, that essentially you're purchasing a stake in the Bitconnect, you know, currency, and you have to keep your money in those holdings, you know, for you know, 3 months, 4 months at a time before you can start to pull your money out of the situation, out of the system. And, you know, because of that, again, essentially it's, you know, new investors are putting their money in these stakes. And that's, you know, at the end of those 4 months or whatever, you know, when it's time for them to receive their withdrawals, again, because there's new investors coming in who are always investing, you know, essentially Bitconnect, I mean, I don't really think Bitconnect is really earning that much money from this magical trading robot. I mean, the way they're earning money is by, you know, getting social influencers to promote it. People are putting their money into it. They may actually be investing in Bitcoin. The owners of it may actually be investing in Bitcoin. But as far as you know, this magical robot that's out there trading Bitconnect that has never ever lost a single trade. That's another thing that stands out. It's like, again, like, you know, this trading robot is out there, you know, looking for flaws in the marketplace where there's fluctuation and, you know, volatility, so that it can capitalize on it. Again, if this robot was that smart to never ever miss a trade, don't you think that the person who created this magical trading robot would just have used it for themselves? You know, they could have just approached some of the wealthiest people in the country or in the world and say, like, hey, this is what my software can do. This is what my platform can do. It has never missed a beat. I need $100 million, and easily could have acquired that. I mean, you have people who would go to Silicon Valley and they get, you know, create startup companies that don't even create revenue at all, and they get these 10 million, 20 million, 50 million, $100 checks from the Silicon Valley, just because they have an idea, right? So if you guys, if Bitconnect was real and it was a proven system and a proven actual trading robot that could actually do what it says, don't you think that, you know, these people could have gotten hundreds of millions of dollars just going directly to investors and getting that money directly from like real accredited investors? So yeah, so that's it. Again, I'm going to show you guys some cool stuff here. What I think really happened, honestly, and this is just my own thoughts in it. Again, when I first came on the internet in 2007, there was a high yield investment program at the time. I can't even remember the name of it for this particular one, but I invested like, you know, a little bit of money, again, a little bit of money that I did have. And I think within a week or so, the site was taken offline or whatever. And obviously it was like an inside job where the owners or whoever, you know, owned the system said the system was hacked or whatever. And then based on the system being hacked, you know, all the people who had invested in that program, you know, lost their money. So I think something similar happened here, because again, what was needed to transpire and to transact this, you know, amount of fraud was the person needed access to Tanner J. Fox's phone number. The person or people involved needed access to their Gmail account. They also needed to know what like the Coinbase and the Gemini base, like their the addresses for those apps as well. And again, all that stuff is in Tanner Fox's account. Now, again, I do think that Tanner, you know, did some silly stuff by, you know, by posting a screenshot of his back office. Like in the last video he did, you know, prior to today, you can clearly see his back office. You can see the email address he used. And I'm sure if you go to his Bitconnect actual URL, then you can see that his phone number, because again, it's a network marketing program. All that stuff is public information. Now it looks like I'm just gonna go ahead and share my screen with you guys right now, real quick. Tanner I was gonna show you guys the video that Tanner had posted here, which was yesterday. Let's see if we can do it. This was 2 days ago. And my dogs are playing. Hey, stop, guys. So again, I'm gonna make this large, and as you guys can see here, inside of this video, it's all the information like the person would need. As you can see, like here's Tanner's Gmail account here at the very bottom. Again, if somebody clicked on his Bitconnect URL, I'm sure they were able to extract the phone number from there as well. But again, as you can see, like the Gmail account that he's using, all of his sensitive information is here on some of these videos that he's posting on YouTube. So I'm sure that it wasn't that hard to crack the information based on how Tanner was with what was going on. So that's another thing. So again, you guys be careful. Again, if you are investing your money in something like Bitconnect, I would be careful. Again, like I said, one of the biggest programs that was out there was called AdSurf Daily. Similar program where, again, it promised the 1% return every single day. There was another program that came out called Zeek Rewards, had a similar concept. Again, all these programs, they promised a 1% compounded daily. Another sister company, Burn Lounge, similar to that in effect. There's also a guy out there. His name is Kevin Thompson. He's a lawyer for a lot of these network marketing companies, and he's fought a lot of these companies that create these Ponzi schemes, essentially. And again, you can go to his website. You can see the different legal actions that have taken place. And he also goes through when there's a Ponzi scheme that comes out. He reports on it on reading why the judge viewed that program as a Ponzi scheme. So I would advise, again, if you doubt that the fact that Bitconnect is a Ponzi scheme, I would go ahead and look at some of the open or some of the closed Ponzi scheme cases that have been prosecuted against some of these network marketing companies, and you can see that there's so many different similarities. There's so many similarities that they share. Again, so again, the unusual amount of high return, the 1% compounded daily, is a red flag. This trading bot that has never ever missed a trade, that's another red flag. Someone else would also say, again, I saw online, other people were saying, how could Bitconnect be a scam because, again, of how, of the market capitalization. Again, I mean, if you guys go back to 2007, 2008, during the real estate, crash, again, Bernie Madoff pulled off a $65 billion scam. So in the housing market. So again, just because Bitconnect, what is like number 17, I think on the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin cryptocurrency list of most popular coins, that's not evidence that it's not a Ponzi scheme. Again, also when people are interviewed by the federal government in Ponzi scheme cases, one of the questions that the government does go ahead and ask is, or they try to determine if there was not an income generating opportunity as far as a referral opportunity, would the person still purchase the product? Would the person still invest in the opportunity? And I'm going to assume, people like Tanner J. Fox or some of these other social influencers who are here online, again, if there wasn't an income opportunity to get referrals, some of these people would not have invested in Bitconnect. They would have just went directly and put their money directly into Bitcoin itself, kept their money into Coinbase without being involved with Bitconnect at all. So let's see, is there anything else? Again, I honestly think that it was an inside job. I think the people at Bitconnect had something to do with the amount of money that Tenor lost. That's just my personal opinion. Again, if it wasn't, I think I'm not going to blame Tanner, but for being so open and transparent. But again, we can see from the video that I pulled up, there's a lot of account information there. Also, again, if you click on most people's referral link, if they're in a network marketing program, you're able to get their cell phone number. And again, I've worked for cell phone companies before. Typically, one of the biggest things that the cell phone companies try to do is, they want to make sure the account is validated before they, send out things like SIM cards. But again, sometimes, these people are getting paid. The call center people are getting paid like, minimum wage, some of these people. And sometimes they forget to validate, or they don't properly validate. Or again, maybe they were able to get some more information off of Tenor's, one of videos, because again, he's showing his videos, his screens constantly. Maybe they were able to extract that information. Again, there's services out there like TLO that allow people to do some of these like reverse lookups. Maybe again, they figured out where Tanner lived. They figured out his phone number, and again, they use a service like TLO. It only costs you $1 to do a search. You can pull somebody's social security number, and with all that information, his name, his address, his phone number, his email account, they were able to get a new SIM card from the cell phone companies. His cell phone was shut off. Once that new SIM card was triggered on the account, and they were able to go ahead and make changes on the account. So again, my biggest thing I think happened is someone inside of Bitconnect has something to do with this. But again, if not, again, a lot of the things that Tanner makes public put him in the situation for this to happen, and which is definitely unfortunate. So again, there's no links here. So again, my name is Ryan. I wanted to record this video just for you guys because I know it's something that people are talking about. I don't want to see anyone else get hurt in the whole Bitconnect things. There's obviously viable opportunities that you can invest your money in. I would just further do my research, make sure all your I's are dotted and all your T's are crossed when joining something like this. I would go also visit Kevin Thompson. His name is Kevin Thompson. He's an attorney who's prosecuted and also defended companies in some of these Ponzi scheme situations. Also, he also, again, when there's literature that comes out, around something that's related to the Ponzi scheme in the network marketing industry, typically what he does is do a review of the judge's opinion of why it was a Ponzi scheme, and he breaks it down exactly why the judge ruled this way. So I see in the next 6 months or so something coming along down the line with Bitconnect completely shutting down, and I see more people on YouTube losing their money in Bitconnect. So I would stay away from it. But again, you guys are grown. You guys do what you want to do. But my name is Ryan. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.